the 76ers, the Wells Fargo Center. Now for the Oklahoma City Thunder, they won their last contest, that game against the Nuggets in Denver.
And in that game, guys, I mean, the beneficiary of what was some very lackluster defense being played against them.
Agreed, guys. It was really quite shocking and disappointing how many free runs to the hoop they got.
All right, let's set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Taking a look at the Thunder. The rugged duo of Ibaka and Adams in the middle. Roberson is out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Durant in at the 3, the small forward. It's stolen by Ibaka. And it's Westbrook. That time on the assist from Roberson.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
The drive by Smith. Pass to Noel. Here's Sampson. Serge Ibaka pulls it in. We know Oklahoma City has the stars, the big names, the offensive flair. But, you know, Greg, this team, and you appreciate this, is a very tough defensive group.
Yeah, I think they've matured in that area. In the past, that wasn't always true. But last year, the Thunder really hung their hat on their defense. Top 10 in opponents' field goal percentage.
Here's Sampson. And that one goes long.
Still can't get anything going here after 3 tries.
And just a nice bucket there to really just sustain that lead.
Well, a few more possessions like that, and they'll do more than sustain the lead, Craig. I think they'll start to put this thing away by pulling away.
Here's Covington, and it's blocked by Adams. Sampson. And that time, also a missed shot.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
You know, when you look at the Thunder and their defense, it starts with the length they have on the perimeter. It also helps to have rim protectors backing them up on any drive.
And a final note on the Thunder defense. A lot of it is a mentality. They have guys that aren't scared to challenge shots. And they're a solid group that knows how to play tough team defense.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
He feeds it to OKAFOR. 6 on the shot clock. And it's the 76ers with the ball. Stolen by Westbrook. Left side Durant. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D. And guys, I was a bit worried, but now we all know the rim doesn't have a lid on it.
Yeah, you could actually feel the tightness and tenseness with each miss. I'm actually glad to see they got that first one out of the way.
Now, here is Ibaka. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. Now Smith, after Westbrook's missed 3. Back to Smith. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Covington's shot is off.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
And the rejection by Noel. Covington gets to Sampson. OKAFOR dishes to Covington. There's the pass to Sampson. Just 5 on the clock. It's stolen by Ibaka. OKAFOR with the steal. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Noel.
Kevin, let's take a look at what the Oklahoma Thunder did over the last month in the league ranking. 2nd in scoring, 4th in blocks. And they also show up top 5 in team field goal percentage. That's excellent. Actually, that's elite level.
And you talk about scoring. Tough to beat a team that can fill it up at all levels. Every time you get a bucket, they're coming right back at you with one of their own. And guys, this 76ers team still trying to forge an identity. One thing that is sure, they will attack the basket, and a lot of fearless players on this roster. And there are more points tacked on here to the early lead.
And it's a nice lead as well. I mean, it's no mystery how they've done it. They're attacking the basket.
The shot's good from Smith.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
Well, the 76ers do go at the basket without hesitation. They're fearless, Clark, going inside. Led the NBA last season on points off drive.
Well, you know, I like to say you've got to use what you have. They didn't have many shooters, so that means head down, get to the rim.
And yes, sir, that one drops. And that's now 6 points for Serge Ibaka.
Well, they've yet to string many stops together.
It just seems like they're a step slow today.
Smith from 11 feet away. And that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
There's 10 seconds left to play in the first. Payne kicks to Cantor. Just 3 on the clock. And it comes off the front of the rim. And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Thunder.
They've made the commitment to get out and run, and it's paid off with some highlight reel plays in transition.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
They've got Carl Landry. Isaiah Cannon is out there with Hollis Thompson. Then there's Grant, and it's Holmes in at the 4. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Here's Grant. The shot, no good. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. Their last encounter was in Oklahoma City.
And the last meeting of these two teams, they were really sharp defensively, disrupting the flow of their offense and causing a ton of turnovers.
Very satisfying performance, Greg, and one they'll look to repeat tonight. And they ended up winning it going away.
And that one's good.
And guys, the Spurs coaching tree extends pretty far these days. Coach Brett Brown, another former member of the Spurs staff, to be leading an NBA team.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Cannon, the pass to Grant. He kicks it to Landry. Back to Grant. Here's Cannon. On the wing, Thompson. And the shot falls short this time. Oklahoma City leading by 15. Singler outside. Looking for Waiters and gets it there. There's a good screen. Lets it go from deep. Singler, no good. The 76ers have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Thompson misses.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession. No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
For the Thunder, Baca comes in for Nick Collison. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Payne.
Timeout call for Philadelphia.
And the 76ers call time here. Last game matched up with the Magic. A tough loss there. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Durant comes in for Singler. OKAFOR, high post. Thompson dishes to Noel. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. That one goes. Count it.
How can we forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Outside Durant. It's Westbrook with the drive.
76ers foul.
Well, the plan has been obvious now, Clark, for a while. The 76ers really loading up on young players, letting them see a lot of minutes, and they're hoping it's going to bear some fruit, as you like to say, coming up.
Exactly, and it will in time because they've accumulated some really nice young talent, Kevin.
And with the 76ers, it's not just on the floor that they have stifled the progress. That they've taken 2 top picks knowing they would sit out a full year just to rehab injury.
The 76ers shooting their first free throws of the night right here. And that one misses. And he sinks the second. And so here is Oklahoma City. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. To the middle. Got a piece of it. OKAFOR with the steal. Covington with the bucket. Covington's got his second bucket.
You know, one thing few people talk about with the Sixers, this plan of building through the draft and with young players, what if it actually works to their benefit? Then it would become a copycat strategy because we know in the NBA it's a herd mentality if something works.
Kicks it to Noel. He dishes it to Thompson. Feeds it to OKAFOR. Covington in the corner. No good from outside.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Jakar Sampson's checked in for the 76ers. Smith comes in for Thompson. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Roberson, he's checked in for Durant.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
Smith kicks to Sampson. Pass to Noel. Back to Smith. Out to the wing. To the inside. And finished off by Westbrook. Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rack.
Check out the fellas. Check out his teammates over on the bench. So they are going crazy.
Smith. Now the dish to Noel. There's the three. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Adams has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. From the stripe. Dishes to Robertson. Up top, Ibaka. Another shot. Rebound by the 76ers.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Yeah, come on now. You got to remember it's a team game. He's got 4 teammates out there with him. I don't think he needs to try to do it all by himself like that.
So as we conclude the first half, so far.
Okay, Philadelphia, let's give a hand.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game, he has been everywhere.
How about the magic touch he had on display there in that first half in terms of finding his teammates? Just a plethora of assists.
Plethora, you're going deep into that dictionary of yours, man. It's not a common occurrence with this guy, though. Typically, he's more of a finisher, but that's not been the case in this one.
Assistant, Kevin Durant.
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game, he has been everywhere.
Always been a dynamic scorer, and we saw in that first half the entire repertoire on display.
Yeah, he's a hard man to keep down, and so far they haven't found the answer for him. I don't know if there is an answer for him, quite honestly.
So for Oklahoma City right now, Durant the 3 and Ibaka the 4. Andre Robertson out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Adams in at the 5 down low. Fires from the wing. 6 to shoot. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession.
Here's where Oklahoma City sits in the NBA statistical standings right now. Second in scoring, second in blocks, and they are ranked third in team rebounding as well. I tell you what, everybody on this team goes after the ball on the backboards.
And you talk about scoring. Tough to beat a team that can fill it up at all levels. Every time you get a bucket, they're coming right back at you with one of their own.
Thompson, he's checked in for the 76ers. And here comes Smith leading the fast break.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Here's Robertson. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. And that'll be Oklahoma City as it goes out of bounds. Thunder retain possession. And the Thunder with some changes. Nick Collison's checked in for Ibaka. And Kyle Singler subbed in for Durant. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. 5 on the clock. Ball's knocked loose. The 76ers trailed by 20. Very pretty alley-oop layup.
No hesitation at all on that alley-oop. Saw his teammate with the path to the hoop, and bang! Lobbed it right up there for him.
And he was ready for it, elevated, made the catch. You saw the result.
And you know what, though? I like the fact that he still chose that conservative finish there, just making sure he got the deuce.
So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Guys, untidy. You've got to value the possession of the basketball.
Simply put, out of control is how they played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
Here's the 3. The rebound by Grant.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Thompson with the bucket.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder.
You know what? I think he had to call timeout right now just to get his guys to regroup because they were really ragged out there.
Yeah, they've got to get some things straightened out, and sometimes the best way to do that is with a timeout. They look to be overwhelmed right now.
Carl Landry's checked in for Robert Covington. Singler passes to Collison. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Here's Cannon. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. And no good, his first shot of the night, missing.
I tell you what, folks, I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
And Cannon throws it down.
And how about the agility coming from the big man? I mean, that's not something we often see from him.
You know, it's never going to be, Greg, a 360 dunk when he goes up with it, but it will be 2 points. We do know that.
You know, you can sacrifice a little athleticism when you've got the size he does.
And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Landry.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Steven Adams comes in for Singler, and Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Payne.
An open jump shot there, and their D not putting up any resistance today.
And he gets it to go. 5 points in the game.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Sometimes you just got to man up and take a tough foul in order to stop these free runs to the rim.
Now Westbrook after Enes Kanter's three-pointer that didn't go. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. From 17 feet out. And he can't bank that one in.
You know, they're not totally dominating the glass, but they're definitely doing enough to keep this lead right where it is.
Yeah, but they've separated themselves, Clark, in a number of categories. Rebounds just being one.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
And really something that the defense has to address.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Back to Westbrook. Takes the three. And he gets it to go.
For three.
Westbrook's got 15.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. The 76ers trailed by 18. We've got Ish Smith. Noel is out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Okafor. And it's Sampson in the two spot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. And to look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Oklahoma City.
You know, with their fast break operating so efficiently, I mean, you can see why they've gone with it throughout the game.
Yeah, and also the way they've been able to generate points off of the turnovers that they forced tonight has also helped.
And the 76ers making a change here. Cannon's checked in. And Noel kicks to Cannon. Drops one in from the wing.
Ooh, that is a tough shot.
The Thunder leading by 15. To the paint. Payne with it. Passes it to Ibaka. And it's Noel with the rebound. Noel's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Covington in the corner. Smith kicks to Noel. Here's Okafor. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed flush.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Billy Donovan said to the team. He wants to make sure they stay assertive and aggressive on the offensive end, saying, I don't want to sit on this lead. Let's build on it and not give them a chance of coming back. Guys?
Thanks again, Doris. There's the feed to Covington. Out to the right wing. And it's Noel missing.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot a hard one, even the shots in close.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Here's Roberson. Oklahoma City the rebound.
I'm sure Coach would like to see them take more higher percentage shots. They have the lead, but they've not been able to knock down the threes as well as they did in that first half.
And he gets it to go.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Here's Thompson. Can't hit. And it's Oklahoma City the other way.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised to see them double up here.
I agree with you, Clark. They have not been successful with their single coverage.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Westbrook's checked in. Philadelphia moving the ball around. OKAFOR dishes to Covington. Thompson. Again, the miss by Thompson.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities. They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Smith checked in for Philadelphia. The Thunder also changing it up. Adams comes in for Cantor. And it's Waiters in for Roberson.
A rim rocker.
Looked for a second like he might rip the cylinder loose.
I tell you what, that is some grown man strength on that attack.
Philadelphia with the ball following Durant's three-point attempt. Here's Noel on the wing. Thompson to the inside. It's stolen by Ibaka.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Thunder.
You're right, Steve. It was a standout performance across the board. They were just, at times, Clark, it seemed toying with it.
Yeah, like watching a cat play with a mouse, Kevin, quite honestly. They were able to do more or less, whatever they wanted to do.
And so checking out their record tonight, that'll mark win number 32 overall.
And in a three-game season series, they take the first two, and certainly they've had the edge in this matchup.
Now they've got their sights set on that sweep, Greg, 3-zip, and given what's going on in the first two games, my guess is that's what's going to happen.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Westbrook. He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long. I don't want to say they're trying to run up the score here, but they do keep adding to the lead.
Well, I know you don't want to say it, but I will, partner. I mean, they're trying to run the score up here. It's plain and simple. They're trying to throw salt all in that move.
And the rejection by Smith.
That's his first personal foul.
Free throw, good. Waiters.
Shooting for Philadelphia. Dion Waiters.
And both free throws good for Waiters. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. There's a screen. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that about wraps it up. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in. And now time to go to Ernie Johnson, who's alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.